ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Makes me happy to see.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Star Wars action figure review on the Star Wars 6-inch Black Series Phantom Menace Jar Jar Binks. If you're trying to get your Star Wars figures, you can do so at
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Dorkside Toys is a store for you. Link below.
And while you're down there, I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And this is a figure that I've actually really been wanting for quite some time, and finally we have Jar Jar Binks over here, looking pretty sweet so far, just even in the packaging. We'll discuss the facial expression, but anyway, we have a nice image of Jar Jar right here on the side, and then on the back you can see that image again, along with the read-up. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now, and then the window creeps up over on this side, and then around the front, and then the window sliver on the top. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here is Jar Jar Binks out of the packaging, and this figure looks dope, man. We will discuss the things that I like about it, sure enough, and we will discuss some of the things that I don't like about it, which really isn't much. But first, let's get a closer look at the accessories. We get his staff, his shield, and the boba. I'm trying to remember what they're called. But anyway, the staff does arrive in two pieces, and you just got to port it together right over here, and it just ports in very, very smoothly, and it looks really good with this wrap right over here, and then you can see it right on this side, and then yeah, it's pretty flat gold color, I guess, or kind of like a beigeish color, so I like it. And then you get this awesome shield. I really dig this a lot. This is absolutely outstanding. I like the gold. This is all painted gold, you know, so it would have been nice if the staff was painted gold. Unless that is 100% film accurate, then I take it back, okay? But anyway, I love how this pink just fades into just True Clear right over here, so that is awesome, and that would be a great name for some booze, right? True Clear by Russ Aiken. Drink it and never remember a thing ever again. One thing that kind of throws me off with this thing is that I wish he had a horizontal hinge on the hand so that, you know, he could move the shield in a different kind of way. I don't know, it's just kind of weird having him hold it like this and then being able to only position it tilting up and down like that. But anyway, he has the Bobo Weapon right here. I keep calling it that. I think that's what it was called. Just bummed out that we get this tiny speck of gunmetal gray paint that just landed right over here. But other than that, it's got this nice clear blue plastic, which I really dig. So that's very neat aside from that. But anyway, the rest of it sculpted really well, and I like that gunmetal gray. So my biggest gripe with this figure is not getting any interchangeable heads. I know it's a deluxe figure as it is, but you know, they went with the punished Jar Jar, which I think is the safest move they could have possibly have made. I call it the punished Jar Jar face because, I mean, there was a huge drastic difference between the way he behaved on screen between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, and I just thought that was hilarious that they kind of stripped him of all of his wackiness and joy, and he just went to being a serious, very punished Jar Jar Binks. But they did a great job here in making this head sculpt. I freaking love how these eyes came out. Look at that detail. Little bit of a misfire on this side, but I only noticed it now. That is just great, man. I love those little squiggly lines in there and everything. That is just looking fantastic. And the figure has all kinds of great detailed sculpt. I mean, look at the texturing of his skin and all that. That looks really good to me. I'm happy with that. That is so sick. I wish he had an opposable mouth. Again, interchangeable heads would have gone a long way with this guy, really. But I still really like this head sculpt, and you know, having posable ears would have been nice to have too, but these are fairly soft and can get out of the way fairly easy. And I love this sculpting again. I mean, the sculpt and paint apps on this figure are just amazing. That membrane looks really good. It does get weird when you bend this back, but they still textured it and painted it out underneath right there. So it doesn't really bother me that much. I'm able to get him into the poses that I want to get him in. The vest looks really good right here. It's made out of a soft material. Then there's looking at his shirt underneath. You can see, you know, like his collarbone and stuff. And then the skin texturing over here. Oh my goodness, that is so dope. That is actually textured. That's not just deco on there. That is all sculpted. So I really love that, man. The only problem is when you bend the hands, it gets flat right there. So that's a little disappointing. The fingernails are painted really well. Do like that. And a little skirt piece right here looks really good with some paint color variation on there. That always makes me happy to see. And then the legs look really good. You can see all the stitching along the side. No color variation on the pants, but that's all right, you know, and you get this nice looking Jar Jar tootsies right there, all painted out perfectly. Nice sculpt on there as well. And then you can see he has peg holes and all the serial number stuff at the bottom of the feet. And then here's looking at the back. You know, these cuffs are raised up so you can articulate it. That doesn't bother me. It looks weird. It does look a little bulbousy, like he's really got some serious cankles going on right over there, but it makes sense to me. And then here's looking at the back of the figure one more time. I also wanted to show how this beautifully transitions right here from the orange over to this yellow color right here on the inside. I think that is dope. Now, I'm kind of noticing right now on the right arm, I'm not getting that lighter yellow color halfway down the middle like I am on the left side, so that irks me. But anyway, I love the articulation on this figure. You get a head joint that's separate from the neck right here that can look up that far. It does look a little bit weird with this rounded sculpt underneath, but you can move the head downward that much, and you get the side-to-side motion and great head pivoting up there. And then the neck joint has similar articulation where it turns side to side, and with the neck and head, he'll tilt all the way that far, and then he could look all the way up that much, and with both neck and head he'll look all the way downwards. You get shoulders that move outward that far, they move in, rotate a full 360, single jointed elbows that do meet a little bit past the 90-degree mark. You get rotation at the elbows, wrists turn side to side, hinge up and down. Again, I wish we had a horizontal hinge on this side. It is a little bit gappy right over here at the diaphragm. You could kind of see that orange peg on the inside right over there if the light catches it right, but anyway, you could turn that side to side. You get diaphragm pivot, crunches forward a little bit and back a whole lot more so. And then you don't get a waist joint, but the hips move outward that far. You'll kick forward very far, back a little bit, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, great ankle joints that turn down. You can move them upwards, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. Now, to measure out this Jar Jar Binks figure, you can see that he is standing just a tad underneath that 7-inch mark. And then here's Jar Jar next to one of the Separatist battle droids. I need to have more of them. I only have 2. They're not the greatest figure, but still, I just have 2. And then I also have the other one from Attack of the Clones. And then here's Jar Jar Binks next to his Jedi comrades. We have Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi right here from Phantom Menace. And I cannot wait to see Ewan McGregor come back as Obi-Wan in the Disney Plus series. Was it 2021 or is it 2022? I can't remember. Either way, I'm excited. And then here's Jar Jar Binks next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends big time badass Spider-Man. You know, I bet Ahmad Best is a great guy and everything, but USA big a letdown. Badass. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thank you to all these people over here that go the extra mile to support this channel via channel membership and Patreon. If you're interested in the perks, check it out. Link down below, or you can click that join button. This is a very fun figure to have. I'm so happy to have this Jar Jar Binks figure. I'm not a Jar Jar Binks fan. I was really upset with Jar Jar Binks, and I still kind of hate Jar Jar Binks a little bit. You know what I mean? For real, the character was just written so poorly, and I know that he's been accepted a lot more recently, so I know, and I've kind of gotten over it and everything, and I'm happy to have a Jar Jar figure over here. It's just that Star Wars is a family thing, and it was the first time I actually saw my dad's face look that disappointed in watching Star Wars. It was kind of heartbreaking to see, and I was disappointed too, man. But you know what? Over time, those movies kind of have gotten better in retrospect, haven't they? And I'm very happy to have this figure right here. It's a great action figure. I think the quality of this figure definitely surpasses the quality of the character, and I'm going to have him pose with the Boba piece right over here. I think this is great. I like the articulation a lot. The paint and the sculpt on this are absolutely phenomenal. It's a great Star Wars figure. This is actually probably likely going to make my top 10 list of 2021 already. I really like this thing a lot. And at the price point of $30 plus tax and shipping and all that, I'm going to give this guy a Sun rating of...
I love it!
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Again, I'm going to work something out with the sound, you know, so that I have more consistent sound. It's a work in progress. I can't just plug a mic directly into the camera, you know what I mean? So it's going to take some time. But anyway, again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to follow me over on social media, check me out over on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
I'm gonna play with my toys today. Well, I don't care what my people say. I'm gonna play with my toys today. Can't have one, I gotta get them all. Time to make a trip to the local mall. Oh yeah!
That's crisp.
Hey, new Shartimus Prime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Shot in your face.